Many times in research, you'll encounter grouped or a collapsed data table, and you will need to calculate the mean of the table. Um, this can be kind of difficult, but there is a formula for it. So the formula for the mean is for the collapse table is this formula here. Okay. And it seems kind of complicated, but it really isn't. It's just about frequency and midpoints, right? So let's just go with a simple table, um, and we'll figure it out together, right? Okay. So the first thing we need to do is we just need to figure out the midpoint, right? So the midpoints is actually the we add up the lower limits, which is these two, and we divide them by two for each of the categories. So our first one would be um, 8 plus 9 divided by 2, which will give us 8.5. Um, and our next one would be 9 plus 10 divided by 2, which would give us 9.5. And going down the line, the same thing, 10 plus 11. So we could do all of these, but it's pretty simple. So let's just pretend that we added them all up and we know what they are, right? It's 14, by the way. Okay. So the frequency, or Fi, is just the frequency when they occurred. Okay, so this is already in the table. So and let's just pretend in this particular table they already gave us the frequencies for each one of these, right? So we know that the first one was 2, second one was 2, 4, 1, 6, 13, 7, 3, 1, 0, 0, 1. And um, if we remember from our formula, the denominator was the sum of frequency of I, right? So all we got to do is add all the frequencies up. In this particular case, it equals 40, right? Okay. So the numerator um, for the formula was actually the sum of x of it times the frequency of f. So that basically meant that it's going to be this times this. this times this, right? So for the first one is 2 times 8.5, which gives you 17. And the next is 2 times 9.5, which gives you 19. So if you get the grist of it, 4 times 10.5, which gives you 42. So let's just pretend that we all did all of these together, right? Which you should do. The last one is 19.5, right? And we see that there's a sigma, so that means that we have to add them all up. So when we add them all up, we get 524. Okay. So if we just clear it out, we can just write down what we got for our formula again here. So the formula for the sample mean of group data is so we just figured that out. So that is our numerator is 524. Our denominator is our denominator was we added them all up. Our denominator was 40. So when we did the math, it's just 524 divided by 40, which gives us a mean of this table, this collapsed table of 13.1. Okay. And there's some other examples that follow. So my suggestion is that you do the other examples too.